What does it say about this team, the way they just met that moment?
Showed a lot of character. I've just spoken to them just after the game then. 11 games ago at half-time, 3-0 down at Chicago, and they've turned themselves around. That second half performance at Chicago where we could have got something out of it, they've continued that momentum, and credit to them for what they've been doing. Now have become record holders in this league. 9 on the spin, takes some doing. Not many teams get to do that in any league. You know, but they've got a chance to try and own it now next week, and that was the message to them.
The save Kalina made on Messi and then the momentum on the other end, how huge was that moment?
Yeah, the save from the penalty was a really good save. I'm dubious about the actual penalty call. I thought it was very similar to Brambrodiko's, and if the referee hasn't given it, then it's not clear and obvious for both of them. You know, but he stood up, made the save, and then we went the other end and scored a really good goal. You know, we talked about, you know, on turnovers to switch play, get it the other side, and Kerwin's cut the ball back brilliantly, and a really good finish from me, Dan.
You feel like you set the tone doing the passing?
It was always my plan to try and grab Dave to do it. He weren't too sure he wanted to, I think, but you know, I grabbed him and I wanted to do the positive for the fans. The fans have given us amazing support, and it was good that we've gone and done that for them today.
Correct. Iran Tokomati, second player, scored 3 goals. You know, Daniel Rios scored a poker once. Now he's the second player with 3 goals. Just talk about him for a second. Phenomenal season so far.
Yeah, really good season so far, and you know, credit to Wilf as well, giving him the penalty when being on a brace. You know, and he took the penalty with aplomb. He gets in good areas. He knows where the goal is. He knows where he wants to score goals. He arrived for both his first 2 goals, finished them really well, and then you know took the penalty. But I'm not quite so sure he knows what to do. Having scored a hat-trick, I think it might be his first one, so you know, a couple of lads are trying to teach him there. I think Westy said he scored a hat-trick in training once, so he'll show him what to do and how to get the ball signed. But he's getting better and better, and he's loved in the dressing room, not just for his goals, but his all-round work ethic. You know, there's a couple of times he lost the ball, but his willingness to get it back, you know, helps him become, you know, the player he will develop to be.
How close is this team to being where you want them to be?
We're still growing, we're still getting better. You know, as I say, we've given a dubious penalty away. Messi's turned on at one stage and played it through, and Callie's had to make a good save. Nathan's mischested the ball back to the goalkeeper, and Callie's made a big save there. So they've had some moments where we can do better, but we're growing. You know, the scoreline's a really good scoreline for us, and I was sat up there today feeling comfortable, and that's a good place to be when you're playing. You know, the caliber of the players we're playing against today.
You're cementing yourself not only in Charlotte FC history with 9 wins, but also in MLS. You know, just like looking back when you were first signed to like just these small good victories. How does it feel for you as a coach?
Yeah, really pleased with them, but I'm hungry for more still. You know, at the moment we share it. I'd like to own it. You know, but I'm really pleased for how the players have bounced back, because you know, you go through a season's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and there's going to be ups and downs, and I've ran a few marathons and I know there's ups and downs within it. You know, and we've had some down times during that spell when we were away from home a lot, but we've shown an awful lot of character to come through that, and I'm really pleased about that side of the game.
And the last one for me, just what's made you most proud about this team in this run?
The bounce back ability. The fact that we've come back from a lot of knocks and we've bounced back, and you know, we've showed consistency throughout that run. There's been games where we probably haven't been at our best, and we've dug in and defended our box well, but there's a real winning spirit about them. Cheers.
Steve and then Sam.
3 goals, marvelous, but that a clean sheet against a team that's got this capabilities is sublime. I mean, talk about the defensive effort tonight, because it was a true team effort.
Yeah, within that run, there's been some really good defensive performances. I thought, and looking from it from above today, we had a really good structure defensively. They had to play a lot of sideways balls, a lot of backwards balls, and when you're doing that with the likes of Busquets and magical Messi, there's always going to be moments, and we had the moment where he played the forward through and Cali made a good save, but defensively as a team we've just got stronger and stronger as it's gone.
Yeah, and the cover was great, and Diani seems to be stepping up defensively as well.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent today. We played him a little bit higher when we had the ball, and I think he made the run for the second goal just after half time. Makes a deep run, it opens it up for Wilf to come inside. But without the ball, I thought he broke a lot of things up. He's got elastic legs, hasn't he, at times, and he manages to get a toe to balls that normal people wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, he was getting stuck in and ran.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good performance for him, and he's getting better, and the team are getting better towards the right end of the season.
Thank you.
Sam? Dean, can you tell me about the decision to shift Topomani and Brandt into what looked like a 4-4-2?
To be honest, without the ball, we've been 4-4-2 all the time. When we don't have the ball, that's how we like to play. We knew Busquets would drop between the two centre backs and build in a 3. And our thoughts was to get the two of them flat, deal with the 3, and our wide players inside and stop their 260 building. And I thought we frustrated them for long periods doing that. With the ball, it was more definitely 4-4-1-1, and one coming short, one going long, and that was the idea behind it today.
It seemed like everybody was running on all 8 cylinders today. Is this the best performance you've seen from this team?
I don't know. It was a good performance. I thought we played really well against San Diego here, 3-0, and there's been other good performances. That was up there certainly because of the calibre of the team you're playing against and the players they've got. But it was a really good performance.
Can you tell us a little about your communication with the other coaches during the match?
Yeah, I clarified this morning with the MLS to make sure that I could have my AirPods and be in touch with them. So it was just simply a couple of messages. Had it on mute most of the time, listening to what they were saying. When I wanted to speak, I'd just unmute it. Made a couple of changes at times, spoke about what to show them at half time. And pretty much, it's not something I'm comfortable with sat up there, but I was comfortable today because of the lads' performance.
And finally for me, is there anybody who we've forgot to ask about? Did anybody else really shine out to you today?
No, I thought it was a real team performance.